Gone are the days of planning to travel or golf for the last 30 or so years of our lives. The idea of retirement, it's changing. 1 in 3 people in their 40s are planning to have a job in retirement. That's according to TD Ameritrade. And it's not just about money. Yes, the additional income can help you in several ways, but also keeping health insurance and delaying claiming Social Security will earn you more money in the end. And more people are thinking about how working impacts their well-being.
Social isolation is really a public health issue. In fact, research has shown that it's worse than smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Work is more than a paycheck. It really is an avenue to connection.
The head of the National Association of Area Agencies on Aging told us that 1 in 5 adults over the age of 50 are at risk of social isolation. And when the aging population continues to work, it reduces that risk. It also gives them a sense of purpose and helps keep their physical health up and their mind sharp. Sandy Markwood says employers also see value in older workers.
Recognizing that they tend to be people with good people skills, people who are loyal, people with good work ethics.
Markwood says working in retirement also oftentimes allows people to pursue something that they've always wanted to do or maybe enjoyed as a hobby, or they can end up working in a capacity that gives back to the community. Well, we mentioned working longer also keeps the brain sharp, which can reduce your risk of dementia. But get this, a new survey finds almost half of adults between the ages of 50 and 64 think that they'll eventually develop dementia. When asked about ways to delay the issue, most people mention things that weren't evidence-based, and only 5% asked their doctor. Well, more than 6 million animals end up in shelters nationwide every year. And now there's a unique effort trying to get them forever homes. Hotel guests are getting paired up with dogs. Monday on The Now, we're seeing how one hotel is seeing success giving pups a second chance and how this idea is spreading.
We warmed into the middle 40s today. It's going to be a little bit cooler, though, on Saturday as we start off with some clouds. 42 there, 44 on Sunday, and that chance for a few raindrops or snowflakes as we go into Sunday night. And we'll keep those highs in the 40s early next week. Thanks for joining us here on The Now Indy. The news at 6 o'clock starts right now.
This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
I'm fighting for justice for Caitlin, and that's what we're standing here. Justice for Caitlin. That's what we're here for.
A mother pleading for answers after police say her daughter was killed in a case of domestic violence. The call to action tonight from the victim's family.
And tonight we are learning how you can honor a Fishers K-9 officer killed in the line of duty. Plus, the new details about the suspects in this case.
Schools will be closed for most students in the state Tuesday as thousands of teachers will go red for ed. But what does that mean exactly? It goes far beyond wanting to make more money.
And this is a light display. Welcome live to the Indiana State Fairgrounds. I'll tell you why this is a special night coming up.
And we will show you a program that tackles a big challenge many people face to help overcome a barrier to employment.
Welcome into RTV6 News at 6. I'm Mark Mullins.
And I'm Amanda Starantino.
Tonight, a mother is grieving and wondering every day when she will see justice in the death of her daughter.
The 21-year-old woman was killed in 2017 after what police called a domestic violence situation.
Tonight, our Nicole Griffin has a call to action from both police and the family.
2 years later, and family members of 21-year-old Kaylin Cole still have no answers. The person who took her life still hasn't been arrested. They came here to the Marion County Prosecutor's Office today to meet with the lead detective on the case and find out why there hasn't been an arrest. Family members of Kaylin Cole are fighting for justice.
She has 2 siblings here that are missing their big sister every day. She has her mother that misses her daughter every day.
The 21-year-old was killed in what police say was a domestic violence altercation on November 15th, 2017. She was found shot in a car near 1317 South Senate Avenue.
It's not a day that I do not miss my daughter, but whoever you are, we're coming for you. We want you. I want you.
Kaylin's mother, along with family and community leaders, met with the detective Friday, hoping to learn an arrest will be made soon. But the prosecutor's office needs more evidence in order to file charges.
We know who Rock is, but now it's just a matter of us getting a little bit more evidence to put the case together.
We're still at square one. We only know of a nickname, so I'm not happy.
IMPD says they need witnesses to come forward and tell the truth, but they aren't cooperating. The detective says it's likely because they are scared.
We want to make sure that women understand that this was a boyfriend, this was domestic violence. If you are dating someone, make sure that you don't just know their street name. Make sure that you know their full government name. So if something does happen, we are able to prosecute them or get them in for questioning.
Family members hope someone will come forward and help ease the pain.
Especially with a wrong that was done by a man fatally shooting someone in the face. For whatever reason, we still don't know.
The detective says he has a plan to conduct more interviews in the coming weeks. He wants the family to know he is doing everything he can to get charges filed and bring justice to the family. Working for you, Nicole Griffin, RTV6.
IMPD statistics show that this year, 11 people have died as the result of domestic violence. If you are in a domestic violence situation, activists and survivors encourage you to make a plan and contact local resources like the Julian Center in Indianapolis.
You can call it a slow warm-up. We're in the 40s right now, so not exactly sweltering, but a lot more comfortable than the temperatures that we saw earlier this week. But it will get cooler as the sun sets here. Kyle Mounts is here. So, Kyle, what changes are we expecting heading into the weekend?
Yeah, you know, we're going to keep the dry weather around, and temperatures are going to try to warm up here, but we hit the brakes a little bit. We made it to 46 this afternoon. It felt better, but our 5th day in a row of below average temperatures, and those numbers are falling pretty quickly this evening. We've dropped 10 degrees from that high in Indy. We sit at 36 right now, 37 in Columbus, and 35 in Crawfordsville. As skies are mostly clear. Now, we have an area of some clouds off to the north. Those will slide through central Indiana as we go through tonight, providing a little bit of a blanket, but no precipitation is going to come out of these even as we go right on through 11:30 tonight. So if you are heading out there this evening, just going to need the coat, but no precipitation gear to keep you dry there, as we'll have a dry forecast. 31 degrees at 9 o'clock. Those temperatures sliding back into the upper 20s by 11 o'clock tonight. We'll talk about that next chance where we could see a little bit of a wintry mix in your 7-day forecast.
Memorial services are now set for a Fishers police K-9 officer killed during a manhunt.
And that tops our RTV6 news feed. 5-year-old Harley is the first line of duty death for the Fishers Police Department. Services for the K-9 will be held at the Fishers High School main gym on Wednesday, November 20th. Doors open at 5 p.m. and the ceremony begins at 6. And court documents reveal that 19-year-old Richard Garrett Jr. of Indianapolis is accused of killing Harley. Garrett faces more than a dozen charges after Fishers police say he led officers on a chase on I-69 and allegedly shot and killed K-9 officer Harley near the Saxony neighborhood. The second suspect, 19-year-old Roshana Farrow, also of Indianapolis, faces charges for existing warrants and a new charge of false informing.
Right now, Kokomo police need your help to find these 4 men. They're accused of breaking into a home on North Bell Street on November 10th, beating the people inside, holding them at gunpoint, and stealing cash, jewelry, and cell phones. Kokomo police say investigators have identified Antoine Huff as a person of interest. Police need your help in finding him for questioning. Call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-262-TIPS.
If you live in Hamilton County, you can download a new app to better protect yourself in emergencies. Smart 911 is a free app that allows you to create a safety profile for your household. So if you actually call 911, your safety profile is automatically displayed to the 911 call takers in Hamilton County, allowing emergency crews to get to your home faster. You can download the Smart 911 app or go to smart911.com.
The second House impeachment hearing is over. Former U.S. Ambassador to Ukraine, Maria Yovanovitch, testified for 5 hours today. She told investigators about her firing in May at President Donald Trump's direction. The House Intelligence Committee will hear from 8 impeachment witnesses next week.
Teachers need to feel respected. They need to have the ability to have say in curriculum.
Teachers in Indiana are getting ready to go red for ed. More than 12,000 teachers and educators will be at the State House Tuesday rallying for better education laws. You can see red. The 133 school districts that we're showing you here across the state, they've already canceled classes or are having an e-learning day so teachers can attend this massive rally. RTV6's Stephanie Wade is breaking down the issues that teachers are protesting.
It'd be nice to be able to afford textbooks and technology to supplement a whole classroom, protect the arts, music, PE, library.
The lights are shut off in this Anderson Elementary School library today. It isn't open every day of the week because they can't afford a full-time librarian. Randy Harrison, who teaches government at Anderson High School, says a lack of funding and constant changing policies are damaging public schools. And that is what they are rallying in front of lawmakers about at the State House on Tuesday.
It's more than wages and benefits for teachers. It's about adequate funding for para coverage to meet IEPs, behavior plans, improvement plans, bus drivers. Everybody, even Carmel, struggling to get bus drivers.
So here's what they're asking for: not to punish students in schools based on their iLearn test scores. They want to repeal a 15-hour externship for teacher license renewal. They want to raise teacher pay to $60,000 a year, and they want to stop post-grad status as a way to grade schools.
We spend $161 million or so on testing, and we change the test every year.
Harrison says excessive and inconsistent testing isn't just hurting the teachers and school ratings, but more importantly, the students.
The anxiety that we hear of our third graders the days before the test. And there are stories of students coming in vomiting, defecating themselves, not eating.
You named a plethora of issues. Have lawmakers not listened in the past?
Sometimes I don't think we're listened to.
The governor, though, says he is listening. He set a goal of making Indiana teacher pay not just competitive, but leading the Midwest, and plans to push for changes in mandatory testing.
We need some continuity, some consistency, so that this is not a hodgepodge year after year. We're changing back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And what's next? And so I hear them loud and clear.
Working for you, Stephanie Wade, RTV6.
And people will start arriving at 8:30 Tuesday morning at the State House. The Indiana State Teachers Association will speak at 10:30 a.m. Teachers will then march around the State House and share member stories and other Action Day activities the rest of the day, wrapping up events at 3 p.m.
Taking away a barrier to employment, the program aimed at helping people overcome a common problem.
I'm not going to lie, compared to last Friday at this time, this Friday seems like summer out here. Then again, if you're playing football in November, it is all good. Zionsville Ben Davis are playing for the regional championship. Scott Turnquist is the head coach here at Zionsville. He'll join us live in just a bit.
I'm live with Nitro, and he's not the coolest thing out here. How often can you say that? Look what's stealing the show. The lights will shine through the first. This is a special night as well for the 6 Shines On Toy Drive. We'll explain it all and rub Nitro's nose to stay warm when we come back.
Doc Fee.
And we never will.
Hiring Hoosiers is all about opening the books to resources and tools to help you write the story for your career. A program that has been around for 3 decades is working within an all-new model that brings illiterate adult Hoosiers together.
And the goal? To master the skill of reading to ultimately land a job they want to make the community as a whole stronger.
S-A-T.
The ABCs come as a simple skill for many Hoosiers. But the reality in Indiana is that it is not a tool to take for granted. 1 in every 6 adults read below a 5th grade level.
So this says
Michelle Smith is one of them.
Stop.
Did you not learn how to read when you were a kid?
No, they passed me through. They just passed me on through.
So you went to school?
But didn't learn anything.
This 58-year-old from Indy's East Side is working to rewrite her past.
I'm learning more now than I did when I was going to school, since I've been in this program. Sat.
With each syllable, Michelle is learning to read and write with an Indy Reads teacher and a volunteer tutor.
If you don't know how to read, sometimes people will take advantage of you not knowing how to read.
She started the Indy Reads Community Classrooms program 2 years ago with the goal of learning enough literacy skills to get a job.
Before you can get a job, you have to know how to read something. You have to know how to fill out applications for jobs.
Each adult that comes into this program is tested at their own ability, and they're taught on an individual basis, but they all have one common goal, and that's to read.
Literacy is the foundation upon which everything else in one's life is built. And so not only are we teaching people to read and write here at Indy Reads, but we're really building a stronger community.
Ryan King is the CEO of Indy Reads. He says it is a devastating cycle in Marion County. Children whose parents have a low literacy level have a 72% chance of being at the lowest reading levels themselves.
So to break the cycle of poverty, not only do we need to work with young people, but we also need to work with the adults that are at home, that when those young people go home, they have someone that's going to reinforce and help them with reading and writing.
Do you have a job?
No, but I'm currently looking for one.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Well, I like children. I like to work around, I would love to work around children.
Michelle is working to write her own career path. 10. One page at a time.
They would take their time and be patient with me, so that's how I ended up learning how to read. It hasn't really been that hard.
We should also note this program is free to take part in. To learn more about the community classrooms and other literacy and language programs offered by Indy Reads, including certification opportunities to help you land a job, go to hiringhoosiers.com. Kyle.
And we are looking pretty good here in central Indiana on this Friday evening. We've got mostly clear skies, and that's allowed those temperatures to take a bit of a tumble here initially. Now that the sun set almost an hour ago. It's 38 degrees right now in Indy, 35 in Bloomington, and 39 in Martinsville. And the city lights are not the only ones looking great tonight. Let's head out to Kevin Gregory, who's at the State Fairgrounds with a brand new light display. Hello, Kevin.
Through the first, it's wonderful weather for an incredible light display together with Nitro, and he's nice and warm this evening. So let me tell you about this. It's called Christmas Nights of Lights. From now through the first, you can take a look. There are cars strolling through here, just slowly creeping. It'll take 30-40 minutes to get through. It's 2 lights. It's all animated, as you can see. The first 300 customers tonight get an ice scraper from RTV6. You'll get a discount coupon from the fuel to use at the Teddy Bear Toss Night, December 14th. That is family fun times 10, and you'll want to be a part of that. All of the Teddy Bears tossed will benefit the toy drive. A portion of the proceeds tonight will also benefit the 6 Shines On toy drive. I can mention you'll want to come in off of 42nd Street. That's the best way to enter then the fairgrounds, and this is the infield, and again it's all choreographed to music. So that's the setup here. We're staying warm, and you'll have a chance to be here 6 o'clock until 10 with extended hours on weekend nights. Kyle?
All right, Kevin, yeah, things are going to be heating up here as we go through the next couple of days. And as Kevin mentioned, you'll be driving through there. So even on these colder nights, you can really just enjoy it from the warmth of your car. We got 26, though, tonight as those clouds will be increasing. Again, even though we got the clouds, it's going to be a dry start to the weekend here on our Saturday. As we go through the afternoon, things will brighten up a little bit. We'll get rid of the cloud cover, enjoy mostly sunny skies, and temperatures will get into the upper 30s. I think we'll get into the lower 40s tomorrow. We'll have a little bit of an east breeze out there around 10 miles per hour, making it feel just a little bit cooler, but temperatures should be in the lower to middle 50s. We'll settle for 38 Saturday afternoon in Lafayette. It's going to be chilly there in Muncie if you're heading out to Ball State for the football game at 40 degrees, 42 in Indy, and 44 in Columbus. Looking ahead to the second half of our weekend on Sunday, 44, so just a touch warmer there. We'll increase the clouds as we go through the day, and the possibility of a few raindrops or snowflakes here as we go into our Sunday evening. And it is not going to be a big deal. This is a look at TrueCast, 11 o'clock Sunday night. You can see some of that very light precipitation moving through pretty quickly. So the 7-day planning forecast overall is pretty quiet here. Those highs will hold in the 40s through the early part of the week, but there comes some 50-degree warmth. We're at 53 on Wednesday, 50 degrees on Thursday, and that's where we've got that chance for some rain showers coming our way, but it doesn't look like we're going to be adding any snow anytime soon. Somebody who I know would love for some 50-degree warmth to be out there right now. That's our Dave First, who is live at Zionsville High School. Hello, Dave.
Yeah, guys. Hey, thanks. Friday Football Frenzy, Week 13, regional round. Scott Turnquist is the head coach here at Zionsville. Huge game, obviously, and congratulations just getting here. It's survive in advance mode at this point. But it's funny, of all the HCC teams, Avon, Brownsburg, who you knocked off last Friday, you guys are still standing, have a great opportunity to take on Ben Davis tonight.
Absolutely. We're fired up about the opportunity. We're looking forward to a great game against a great opponent. So, had a great week of practice, and we're ready to go.
In the cold, you had a great week.
Absolutely. We had to make it work. That's what we do.
What's been special about this season for you here at Zionsville?
Yeah, just progressively getting better, being around great people, having great people on staff, great people around me. The community has been incredible. And, we don't want the right in, so we're just going to do our best to keep it going.
And Ben Davis, I mean, they struggled early, but now you can tell it's like Ben Davis of old. This team's pretty good.
Absolutely. They're a great football team. They're well coached, play aggressive, play fast. We know we got our hands full, but we're going to give them our best and see what happens.
Can't wait to see it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
Scott
it.
Turnquist, the head coach here at Zionsville. We'll take a look at our schedule tonight. Our Friday Football Frenzies coverage all around the state of Indiana, and I mean a ton of really good games. Warren Central hosting Center Grove. Homestead, they got Carmel up in Fort Wayne tonight. New Pal, can they go undefeated at 12-0? Well, they got a big one against Cathedral. Bloomington South at home against Floyd Central. Mount Vernon, we highlighted those guys yesterday. Concordia's got number 1 Chittard in 3A. Heritage Christian, Webo, as mentioned, ton of great games. Scores and highlights tonight 11 right here on RTV6 Friday Football Frenzy. Well, to the Colts, wrapping up Jags week today. Remember, it's a quick turnaround. Next week, they travel to Houston with that Thursday night. But first things first, Jacoby Brissett is a full go at quarterback on Sunday, cleared to play, so he'll be the guy Sunday afternoon. But 2 receivers still out. T.Y. Hilton, Paris Campbell will not play. Frank Reich seeing up close this week how much better Jacoby looks this week compared to last week with that sprained MCL.
I know it was a combination of a couple of things. Just movement. I watch his every move every day for the last 2 years, so I know what he looks like when he's feeling good. So just needed to see him look like that, and and then need to hear from the docs and need to hear from Jacoby and need to see him perform well. All those things factored into it.
And meanwhile, the biggest story from the NFL right now, that fight last night in Cleveland, wrapping up Browns-Steelers game last night. Steelers quarterback Mason Rudolph getting into it. The Browns defensive end Myles Garrett. Garrett ends up ripping off Rudolph's helmet and hitting him with it. You kidding me? Garrett suspended indefinitely today. Steelers offensive lineman Maurice Pouncey suspended 3 games for kicking Garrett when he was down. Another Browns lineman also suspended a game. More punishments to come, I can guarantee you that. Ugly ending in Cleveland last night. And one other note, hey, don't sleep on the Pacers. A huge game tonight when they face the Houston Rockets, second best record in the West right now. And how about the play of T.J. McConnell lately? A huge presence off the bench, ton of energy off the second and third teamers. One of the reasons this team has won 7 of the last 8, all with Vic and Miles Turner still sidelined.
I think Nate's doing a great job with the subs, and we don't have any guys with egos here that are complaining about minutes and how they're being used, and that's great for our locker room and the way we want to do things. So just speaks volumes about the people we have here.
8 o'clock tip down in Houston, 7 o'clock kick here. Ben Davis, Zionsville, among the many games tonight. Friday Football Frenzy tonight at 11 o'clock. But now the news at 6 continues.
After this. Daddies. Call 1-800-CALL-KEN.
Our RTV6 photo of the day features a cool-looking night view of the snow there.
You can see the snow encasing that small tree.
Yeah, thanks to John Lawson, who sent us this photo from Waterloo, which is just northeast of Connorsville in Fayette County. Thank you. Yeah, email your photo of the day to news@WRTV.com.
And the art of melting can be just as pretty, especially from a November snow. And we'll continue to do that this weekend with highs in the 40s.
Speaking of pretty, Christmas Nights of Lights there behind Kyle.
We'll see you at 7.